What's up, everybody? Chef Black Boy is in the building. Today, we are doing Brussels sprouts. When I was a kid, you could not get me to eat these ground bitter green balls, but we're gonna make them two ways today. As you can see, we already have the fat rendering off this bacon. So we'll do the first set with bacon, and we'll do a second set that's not gonna have bacon, because I'm sure some of the people that watch this don't want their vegetables cooked in animal fat. We'll have a way for you guys too. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Plain Jane Cooking. Chef Black Boys about to bake some Brussels sprouts. So now that we have our bacon rendered, we set it off to the side. We got all of our Brussels sprouts in halves. Now what I said is we're gonna do something different here. And actually all we're gonna do is use a little bit of EVOL and a little bit of vegetable oil. We're gonna use the same thing here too. Since we have the bacon grease, the smoke point's a little low on the bacon grease. And if you can see, it's actually smoking a little bit. So we'll add a little vegetable oil to it because we're actually gonna cook these Brussels sprouts pretty hard. So maybe, I don't measure nothing, maybe a tablespoon or so. And it'll cool it down a little bit and that burns off, and this one's warming up. And we'll do about half and half. Same thing with olive oil. The smoke point on the olive oil is actually pretty low. So you wanna actually use probably 2 parts vegetable oil or peanut oil, and then 1 part of olive oil. Normally I would put butter in here, but like I said, I'm gonna give you one without animal fat. So EVOL and vegetable oil will show you the process as I'm cooking. And actually we're gonna finish these off, the ones that are gonna be more like the vegetarian way. We're gonna finish them off pretty cool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We got these bad boys going. Now, one interesting thing, guys, you kind of wanna let them go for a little while. And you might say, are you actually frying Brussels sprouts? We are. And we want to let them go, and as you can see, the Brussels sprouts, the amount of oil isn't so much where it's covering the Brussels sprouts, but you want to get a good brown. Almost, for me, you get it to the point where it almost looks a little bit burnt. Over roasted, I don't know what the term is, but we're going to let them go for a little while. I would say, at least with Brussels sprouts this size, these are pretty big, as you can probably tell. Brussels sprouts this size, I would let them go for at least 2 minutes. On the one side, and we are going to flip them over to get the actual other sides of the head, and then we'll finish them off. So we'll have a good look at what they look like and what ones need to be flipped back over or not. And then we'll finish these bad boys off, and we'll show you these Brussels sprouts 2 ways. Look at that. Now we have them flipped and roasted off, as you can see. That's the color you're going for. You want to get that done? And I actually want to do the same thing on the other side. So actually I'm going to pull these off. We're going to drain the oil, and then we're going to actually finish them off, especially these. We're going to actually put some garlic in the pan, so minced garlic, and a little bit of shallots. And then we'll show you how we're gonna finish this out. Of course, this is gonna be easy. What we're actually gonna do here is we're gonna do some Parmesan cheese and crumble that bacon in with those. So you'll see it both ways when we finish up. I'm gonna keep that a little bit of surprise, but you'll see little shallot and garlic here, and you'll see Parmesan cheese and bacon. I can't wait, it looks amazing. As you guys can see, I love garlic. But what we're doing is we're just cooking down the garlic and the shallots, as you can see, in the same oil that we use, the leftover oil from the Brussels sprouts. And once these cook down, you just want them to soften. One thing you don't want is the garlic to get too dark, especially if you're using pretty small minced garlic. So you just want to cook it down until they're kind of translucent, at least the shallots are. And then you throw it back in there, and we'll toss it all together, and we'll finish it off in the bowl. And we'll show you both of them done. So here's our one where we just did the garlic and shallots. And here is the ingredient I use to level the playing field: balsamic vinegar. So of course, like I said, you know, we don't want to have any animal fats or anything like this. So you want to kind of cut through the bitterness. This is perfect. Now, if you use balsamic before, you know it's pretty strong. So you only want to use just a couple drops of it. Maybe even if you measure stuff, which I don't, maybe a half a teaspoon or so. But we're just going to give it a light splash just to dress it. And we'll toss all the sprouts in that, and we will be ready to serve it. It is amazing. You got to try it. Wow, wow, wow. So that is our Brussels sprouts with the Parmesan cheese and the bacon. And this is our one with the shallots, garlic, and finished off with the balsamic vinegar. Both of them take like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to make max. And what makes them really good is sometimes I'll just eat this as a meal. Like if I've been eating terrible for the whole week and I want to eat something that has some substance to it, but that's clean, I'll just eat this bowl. I'm good. Or, of course, this can be a side dish, an hors d'oeuvre. Brussels sprouts are back. These things are amazing. Gotta get a piece of bacon. Yeah, perfect. Brussels sprouts 2 ways. Try them. When you try them, please comment below. Let me know what you think. All right, Chef Black Boy signing out. We'll see you guys in the next video.